Hello, everybody! As I just promised, we're back! And we got some Touhou action right now by Georgie. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Good luck and have fun with the run.
Hello, everyone. It's George. Yeah, this was supposed to be earlier, but thanks, Telecom. I am joined here by Lilac. And they're going to be helping me to commentate this a little bit. They also play some shoot-'em-up games, so why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Lilac. I mostly do Monolith runs, which is another shoot-'em-up game, indie roguelike style, but this is a bit of a different pool that I am in right now with Touhou.
Yeah, so Touhou is... A lot of shoot-'em-ups are similar, but Touhou has some very nice, specific, cool game elements that hopefully will get to all show up. Also, there's this replay functionality on the title screen. Before I start, I just want to quickly say, this is going to be a hard no-bomb run. This is incredibly difficult. I just want to say this right off the bat. I have 8 mistakes to make in a shoot-'em-up, 8 deaths, no bombs. There is a chance that I run out of lives and I have to use a continue. Now, the beautiful thing about this game is this game gives you free continues, so this one is going to be safe, like we will see the end of this. But it might not be a 1cc if I screw up too much, but I'll try my best. I'll try my best. But with that being said, I think we're all ready to go here, so let's do let's do a hard no-bomb clear. And as fast as possible too. So, let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so right off the start, we already get into action. So Touhou is divided into stage portions and boss portions, and there are 6 stages. And in the stage portions, there are pretty much all static enemies. And right off the start here, we have this pattern of enemies, and we know all of them where they spawn in. So we do some very specific movement, and we try to collect as many of these... Okay, I'm gonna have to restart the timer on that for a second. That is the worst blunder I've ever done. It's never happened. That's never happened. But let's just reset the timer there for a second. Because, yeah, start again. Let's forget that happened. That is just a warm-up, alright? That is just a warm-up. Alright, let's do that again. So, there are static enemies, and they drop these red power items. And we want to collect as many as possible before we get into the boss, because the stage portion is static, but the boss we can actually save time on. So that's where all the time save is in Touhou. You want to... Okay, I have to leave that power be, unfortunately. 22 power into this section is not the greatest, and here we go into the mid-boss. Now, this mid-boss actually matters. Some mid-bosses don't matter because they're static on the stages. We'll be explaining that a little bit later. On stage 2. And here's the first spell card. Here, this is a mid-boss, but it actually matters how fast we kill this. And that was Rumia, and that's how quick it goes. But Rumia is also the boss. You'll see her later on too. And again, just another section of... Oh my god, I almost hit that bullet too. That was... I'm playing it too risky. I'm generally playing it too risky. I need to calm down a little bit. But yeah, trying to damage, kill as many enemies as possible, trying to collect as much power as I can. And this might look still easy to you, right? Maybe if you've never seen a shmup, this already looks too much, but, you know, for a shmup player, this looks easy, right? And it is. It's still only stage 1. Touhou has an exponential difficulty curve. So, you'll see some stuff later on. Nice, I got bailed, I got a big power item. There's big power items, and they give you 8 power. 71 power into the first boss, into Rumia, is awesome. Alright, so here's a normal attack, as you saw earlier, and here is another spell card. So this is the first actual spell card of a boss. Even though, you know, Rumia was the mid-boss, it's kind of like differently classified. But because we can stay right under her, for now, we can stay right under bosses. We can shotgun. We can kind of like shotgun enemies, and what that means is we're using a specific character called Raimu B. Which essentially she shoots these needles, but she also has this kind of like triangle of things that come out. And if you hit the boss with both the needles and all triangles, you deal massive amounts of damage. Actually, the most amount of damage possible in the game, which is why Raimu B is also used in extra stage speedruns, because extra stage you can't use bombs at all. But yeah, we're on stage 2, and I think at this point I'll let Lilac explain a little bit about why the upcoming mid boss doesn't actually matter in terms of time.
Okay, so with mid-bosses, at least in stage 1, 3, and 6, it matters for them because you are able to delay, in a way, the latter portion of the stage. And with this one, with this particular stage right here, that doesn't matter because it's fixed.
Yeah, so no matter how long, I can actually show you. I can just wait here, and it doesn't cost me time. I can just wait here for a couple seconds. Now, that does mean I have a little bit of less time to pick up my full power before the boss, but it's pretty safe. I just wanted to show it off so I can show you this pattern here. But yeah, there's supposed to be like a proper like 5-second pause here, but because I delayed it, you know, I just jumped right into the section here. Oh, that is a big power item I didn't see on the side where I thought it would spawn later in, but we're still gonna easily reach max power before the boss. That's really the important thing. We're gonna reach max power before the stage 2 boss.
Yeah, max power is basically required in order to go as fast as possible.
128. That's how the power goes. Now, I'm going to be setting myself up for an alignment here. There is a safe spot on the first attack of the stage 2 boss of Cerno. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to align myself visually alongside the text here on the top right. And then move back over almost right into the boss. And this is a safe spot. Even though the bullets are shooting essentially inside of me, I don't actually take a hit. That's what we like to call a safe spot in the Touhou community. And I just got an extra life because I hit 10 million score. So score does matter a little bit in this game. There are extra lives at 10 million, 20 million, 40 million, 60 million. But you can easily reach 60 million score even without trying to go for score. Her second non-card, Cerno's second non, is a streaming base attack. So all the bullets she shoots at you are pretty much directed at you, which means you just kind of like to tap and stay underneath her. One moment. Just gotta focus for a moment. She moved to the side and I have to like had to move out of the way. That's unfortunate, yeah. I want to stay as close as possible and as long as possible underneath her sometimes, because if I am to the side of her, to the side of a boss, then I am losing valuable time that I could be damaging that boss, because this is the only time where I can actually save time. On stages, I cannot save time. Stages are completely static. So I will stay, you know, kind of like inside the bullet thing. Stage 3 is pretty chill. This is completely static. We've explained most of the base mechanics right now. So we probably have time. If there's a quick donation or something to read, we'll probably have time to read that right now.
Well, no donations at the moment, but as a reminder to everybody, we're still raising money for Save the Children here. And so far we have raised $155 in total in the short amount that we've been online, which is pretty cool. Considering that there's other events going on at the moment. And yeah, please keep them coming. We have a few cool bid wars and incentives, and you can find the button for donations right below the screen. It is labeled very easily.
Or you can go to speedcon.eu/donate.
That works as well, that is correct.
May have used that earlier.
I'll probably do that right after too.
Right, yeah. One thing I do want to say quickly is that on stage portions, it's extremely important to know what's going on. We know all the patterns the game throws at us. There is obviously some randomness to some patterns, like for example the blue bullets on the mid-boss right here are a little bit random, right? But we know the general patterns. Also, this mid-boss does matter in terms of time, so me getting outganked by the boss here is unfortunate, lost me a couple seconds. But hey, what can you do? It's a marathon showcase. So yeah, normally you would just stay all the way at the bottom there, but again, speedrun, by staying just slightly above more of the triangles are going to hit the boss, and that just means just tiny amounts of time save. And that adds up over time. And again, a big example of why routing matters, taking out these fairies that shoot these white bullets makes this screen so much easier, makes all of it so much easier to deal with. If you don't know where all the enemies are coming from, then you can easily get overwhelmed. Here's another good example. There's going to be fairies top right, top left. I took out the top right one. All of these, and I barely have to dodge anything. So that's why routing matters a lot in Touhou games. Actually, in a lot of shmup games, you just have to know the patterns. Lilac would know. They would know. Alright, stage 3. Oh god, that was an extremely tight dodge right there. I was almost getting walled there, but just a pixel dodge right there. Also, this spell card looks beautiful. Again, another great example of where speedrun and survival strategy is kind of different. This non-card spell card, I'll like explain it a little bit. Ooh, bad pattern.
Yes, I believe there's two different
Three
different attacks. One of them is an RNG pattern. One of them where you have an attack where the bullets go up and then just rain down, and it's much faster to kill her with that one.
Yeah, and unfortunately we got the bad pattern where she threw the bullets at me, but I managed to kind of like dodge them as she was shooting the directed bullets to the side from me. Alright, here's the next non-card. That early spell card, by the way, I can't believe I captured that. That was supposed to be one of the hardest spell cards, but sometimes you just gotta focus for a little bit. So that is actually, that spell card right there wasn't, not this one, but the one earlier, was an expected death for my routing purposes, which means I'm now 1 life ahead of my routing, which I will probably promptly lose now on this spell card, because now I am nervous. Never mind, should be good to go here. Yeah, another great example of where you would normally just stay all the way at the bottom, just, you know, don't really care how long you take to take out the spell card, but staying closer, more damage, less time. Speedrun.exe. Alright. Stage 4 is pretty much the longest stage in the game. We actually... There's sort of like a very static section. I'm actually misaligned here. I might actually take a death now. I messed up my routing. I'm not supposed to be in the middle. I'm supposed to be on the side. Which means I now have to deal with way more bullets. Okay, I managed to dodge them. But yeah, great example of how you can mess up your routing right there.
Yeah, you can get walled very, very easily.
Yeah. Alright. So once you take out the big fairies here, all the bullets disappear on stream, and we can use that to essentially clear the way for us. And then these patterns are just directed at me. And now we come into the fun part, green books. At least this is not lunatic difficulty. Green books on lunatic difficulty are a thing. Almost died there. Okay, nice. Managed to dodge all of them. Very nice. Still no death, which is very cool. Stage 4 boss doesn't actually matter. But it... Stage 1 mid boss, sorry. But it dies pretty fast. There is actually a name to the Stage 4 mid boss, but... Oh! Forgot my routing again. Almost ran right into that static enemy. That would have been a quite embarrassing death. Alright, 4 waves of these, I don't know what to call them. There's a name, I just call them shurikens because Terraria. They look like the shurikens in Terraria.
They kind of look like little ice.
What? Oh, I tapped too far to the side there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
so,
sometimes that happens.
Yeah, sometimes when you want to do like kind of like micro dodges to the side, you just tap too far and suddenly, yeah, you take a death. Unfortunate. So that is, I would call that a blunder, because stage portions you're really not supposed to be dying. Alright, I'm actually delaying my shot here, because I want to delay killing that fairy, so I can clear the bullets at just the right time. Same for this fairy. And now I have to align myself right here, because now there's going to be shurikens coming from pretty much all sides, but in a static pattern. Top left, middle, left, right, and then... oh god, I actually forgot. Okay, it was top right, thank god. And then right, left. And if you don't know this, you will get walled here. Like, you will straight up, you will get walled, you would be in a casual playthrough, you would be forced to use a bomb, but this is no bomb, so we're not doing that. Alright, this can be a death just if the game is not cool with you. Okay, never mind. If the game just throws a wall at you in the bottom right there portion of the area, then you can just take a death there, but I got lucky. Stage 4 boss. Patchy has these rotating lasers, and then she shoots directed bullets at you, which I can use in a very specific way to speed kill her first known card. So that probably looked like magic to you, but there is a pattern, and if you know the pattern and you know exactly what to do, you can do speed kills like that, which looks really cool. So you might see that the difficulty is amping up, and yeah, I took a death there, unfortunately. Alright, please, and I had to skip the big power item there, which is actually very unfortunate, because that means I am not at full power here for not only this non-spell card, but also the next, What? Oh no, this is bad. Alright, that is 3 deaths on stage 4 so far. Let's hope I don't take more deaths, because I am definitely behind the curve now. This is supposed to be brief. The game is throwing quite a lot of bad stuff at me right here. Hopefully I don't die. This is the hardest book. This is Water Elf. If there's anything you want to say, like right now, now's the time.
Many bullets.
Yeah.
That being said, this is a bullet hell, so a lot of the hitboxes are kind of smaller than the actual, you know, not sprite, but
yeah.
Individual asset themselves. So you can make pretty tight dodges.
Nice, captured that. That is a kind of like visually confusing card. Also, Patchy throws like 4 spell cards in front of you for the finale, which is more than the final boss, may I say. Ramilia throws 2 at you for the finale, so yeah. There's actually a patch for the game called Boss Rush. Just stage 4 was Patchioli has. Why did the game not continue? That was weird. I can explain that during the cheese here, which is interesting, because there's a really funny cheese at the start of stage 5. You just kind of stay here, you tap down, and yeah, you just dodge all the bullets, and then you go into the middle, and because the directed bullets are coming through from the side now, you dodge them again, and you avoid being down there. You want to be down there? No. Anyway, so Patchioli, the earlier boss we just fought, stage 4, actually has different spell cards depending on what character you fight her with. And there's a patch called Boss Rush where you skip all the stage portions, but they just, whoever made that patch decided, what if you make Patchy throw all her possible cards at you? Which makes the Patchy fight really interesting, by the way. Alright. And now we're just kind of like back into the regular rhythm of almost getting... Whoa! Welcome to Touhou, everyone! Welcome to Touhou. Anyway, stage 5 mid-boss doesn't matter, so we're gonna do a safe strat here. I'll let Lilac explain that one.
Let me get my notes. Oh, I don't have them. Either way, with this particular attack is just get as close as possible and kind of weave back and forth between these between the patterns that she has, and you're able to like just, you know, shred down her HP
very slowly. Yeah, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter because what we're doing here actually is we are delaying the second stage portion here, which is actually really useful because the second stage portion is really hard. Actually, it throws like oh no, okay, that's totally fine. That's totally fine because we're about to get an extra life here from Sakuya, from the mid boss, and that just skips this entire part. Like, there's supposed to be a massive, like, 1 minute long section where the game just throws massive amounts of bullets at you, but skipped, just gone, and we head straight into the main part of the boss, straight into the main section.
I'm saved.
Yep. Now, Sakuya's non-spell cards are actually, funny enough, harder than her. Are harder than her main spell cards. Like, no joke. They are way harder than her actual spell card, which is why I took it that far. And I'm about to get walled again. Never mind. Took her out before the wall was approaching me. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to pull a 2-cycle now. There is this spell card here is cycle based, so you can see she freezes time, and you can actually end this card if you have max power, and you get close to her immediately the moment like you can actually 2-cycle that spell card before she freezes time. 1 cycle before she freezes time for a second time. Sorry, terminology is confusing there.
I believe the time freeze is called the World.
That's a second spell card. Yeah.
Second spell card. Yeah. One of them is called the World, and it's time
her
stop.
spell cards.
Yes.
I have 2 lives left for the rest of the game. This is not. This is not good. This, as I said, might not be able to 1cc. But again, it is a really hard run. You can see how the difficulty has just ramped up so hard now. And we are dodging left and right. But luckily, dying in this game... Oh yeah, this is one thing you can explain while I do the final spell card here. Dying in this game...
Power mode.
Yeah, oh yeah, full power clear. But also dying in this game resets rank. If you want to talk about rank quickly.
Yeah, if you die, you lose a certain amount of power, but you do get a full free power clear in the future.
Yeah.
Once you do that.
Yeah, yeah, so you lose your power, but you will essentially get back on max power later, and that clears all bullets on screen. You can use that to cheese some patterns. But also rank. So rank in this game, basically the longer you survive, the higher the rank value becomes. And the higher the rank value, the faster the bullets come at you, the more bullets get thrown at you. Kind of like, it's a sliding difficulty scale, if that makes sense. So, because I died in stage 5, and it's on the second spell card, I believe, my rank is still pretty low. I would guess my rank is like 20 right now or something like that. Which means that these bullets are coming from me slightly slower, you know. It looks fast, right? But they will come at me, wait, this is an easy pattern, right? But now we head into the mid-boss, and this is where the lower rank might actually help a little bit, because I really cannot die. I have to survive the mid-boss here. Sakuya again shows up right before it's like the gatekeeper to the final boss. Nice, okay. Spell card. Let's hope I don't get walled. This is pretty much pure. This is a spell card that's pure RNG. Nice, captured it. Very nice. Yeah, if we complete a spell card, we call that a capture.
Yep, clears all bullets.
Yeah. She drops a bomb, but you know, the thing about no bomb. So just for tech, time is coming at about 3 minutes or so, I believe, 3.5 minutes. And here's Remilia, and I can tell we're back at max rank, because these bullets are pretty fast. I have 2 lives left. Going into 2 lives into final Remilia is... It's decent, but it's not the best. I would prefer to have 3 lives. Alright, I got screwed here. So Remilia on her first spell card creates this web, and then you just kind of have to hope that she stays under. Like once you're locked into like in your little corner of the web, you can't really do anything but stay there, and just kind of have to hope that she stays above you, so you can still damage her. Alright, that known card was completely static. We know what she's gonna do. This spell card is micro-dodging hell, so it's actually static based on her position. So based on where she missed that by like an inch, but luckily that resets my rank and got myself full power back. Doesn't really help in terms of like the pattern right there, but it does help in regards to just getting my power back. So I have 1 life left. I have 1 life mistake, and I kind of need that for the final spell card. So I really need to capture this spell card. This is bad. No! No lives left. I was trying to pull off a micro dodge with like the bullet there, but it didn't work. So this is most likely going to be a continuous. There is not a lot of chance I can make it through the final 2 spell cards without at least 1 life used. Also, I am missing a cycle skip here, unfortunately. This non-card is cycle based, and you can skip the last cycle, but I'm not making it, so gonna have to wait out this attack while I can't damage her. Alright, Scarlet Meister, here we go. This is probably where we use our first continue. Full focus. No talk, please. Dead. Oh no! I hit nobody. That's fine. I can load the practice patch. Keep the timer going. I can load the practice patch and quickly finish it up. I hit no by accident. So, but I can load the practice patch quickly. Apologies for that. And just jump to that spell card. But yeah, that's what happens if you select no. The game just throws you back to the title screen. Whoops. I will quickly load title screen. I mean practice mod. Apologies for that. Yeah, as I said, this is now an invalid run. It is an extremely hard run. Stage 6, spell card, Scarlet Meister. I would have 2 lives if I was doing a continue. All right, let's do that again. So yeah, unfortunately not a clear, but pulling off a hard no bomb at a marathon, it is hard. It is hard. It is, yeah. And here's the final. That would have been the final spell card right here. I'll finish it up just so you can all see what the game would have thrown at us. What am I doing? I think I'm just tilted at this point. Sorry, folks. Happens. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it to. Yeah. I think at this point we're just gonna call it. I am extremely sorry, folks, that I wasn't able to finish it, but let's just call time right here. Yeah. As I said at the start of the run, it is an extremely difficult run. You take 1 or 2 deaths too many, and you're just at the end, and you don't have any lives left over. So apologies that we weren't able to finish the run here. But I hope I hope you still enjoy Touhou. There are some really hard patterns, but I think we like on the net, I could show you if we have time. But at this point, we're pretty much running too far behind on schedule to showcase anything extra. So at this point, I'm just gonna quickly say, I'm not sure if my stream link is displayed on stream. I just want to quickly say I don't really stream anymore. If you're looking for folks to follow, follow SpeedCon, follow events in general. Follow, I don't know, Speedruns Live, Midwest Speedfest, GDQ, no glitches allowed. Follow all of these events. I don't really do any streaming myself anymore, but I do tech for a lot of marathon events, and it's my favorite thing to do, running events and all of that. Lilac, do you stream?
No, but I do, well, I rarely stream, and most of my streaming is usually practice for racing events for certain bullet hells. I main Monolith, After the End, and Relics of the Past. And you can check out Monorail. That is the speedrunning community and racing community for Monolith.
Oh yeah, that's what Lilac speedruns. They speedrun Monorail, which is also a shmup. So shmup speedruns are very, very cool.
They're a lot of fun.
Yep. A lot of people think you can't speedrun shmups. I hope I've proven them wrong. Unfortunately, not with a clear. I would have loved it cleared, but again, as I said at the start, it is you just take 1 or 2 deaths too many. That stage 4. It was really that stage 4 with the 3 deaths right there. I'm supposed to be taking 2 deaths there, and getting low on resources just makes your heart go faster, and then you do more mistakes, and then yeah, it's a snowball effect. But yeah, with that being said, I think we're good to go here. So if there's anything our host Sonors wants to say before we head off here.
Well, not really, but thank you very much for this showcase. Even though it wasn't quite official, I still believe that most people got the impressive side of speedrunning a game like this. And yeah, thanks for that. And friends, yeah, we'll be jumping into a quick intermission, and when we're back, we'll get to see my good friend Rico with some Bowser's Fury action. So if you'd like to see that, please don't go anywhere, and we will be right back.